your host, Emily Schmidt. Tonight we'll see if these cold temperatures will persist or if that springtime feeling's around the corner. Stay tuned. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
It's Monday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Hello and welcome back. I'm here with Tyler. Tyler, how was your day today?
Well, I tell you what, today started off a little chilly. I was on my way en route to a test today, and obviously it was a little chilly this morning. But then I went home, had myself a very nice lunch, and then after that, I wore a sweatshirt the rest of the day. So that was a sign of change. I was pretty happy about that.
It was pretty nice that the sun was out pretty much into the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean,
it got a lot better.
Yesterday was the first time we saw the sun for a while because obviously it's been pretty cloudy. I think the last time we were on air together, it was very gloomy.
It was a gloomster of a day that day, if I remember correctly.
It really was a very, very gloomster of a day, but now the sun's back for at least a little while anyway.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But now, shall we send it over to Kristy with the day planner?
Well, actually, we can take a look at that day planner, so we'll bring that up. There we go. There's the day planner. All right, tonight, it's actually going to be kind of cloudy, so I know we kind of saw the sun today, but tomorrow it's not looking like we're actually going to see too much of it. Tonight we're looking at 36 at midnight, east wind about 5 to 10 miles an hour. That wind's going to stay about that same east wind, 5 to 10 miles an hour for most of the day tomorrow. Cloudy skies, it's both 6 a.m. and 3 p.m., warming up to 40 degrees, so it'll be at least a little bit warmer than we saw today, but no sun, so that's a little too bad, but we'll take a look at the forecast, I guess, coming up later.
And right now, it sounds like it's going to get a little better, guys, so cross your fingers. Right now, we're going to send it to a break and then come back with weather news with Tyler, so hold on to your seats. Welcome back, folks. Now we're going to send it over to the wall with Tyler Roney. Tyler?
Oh, I'm extra tall, I think, but that's okay. Nonetheless, let's talk about I'm going on the floor. It's way too tall up there. Anyway, let's talk about the weather. It's been really, really calm around here anyway. We have an easterly wind kicking in right now, making things a little bit drier out here. So that's why we haven't been seeing any precipitation. Actually, in western Iowa right now, there is some precipitation that is forming, but it's not going to come here. Those easterly winds are kicking that out of our area. Let's talk about the severe weather outlook. There is some severe weather going down in Oklahoma. This is kind of a fun little show we're doing right now. We're just kind of going everywhere. Oklahoma and Florida actually had a severe outlook out today for a day one, but has since been canceled. It was a little bit, they had some severe thunderstorms down in Florida earlier today, but they have since been canceled. So that was interesting down to the south. There is snow in Colorado, especially in the mountains. And we'll take a look at an area over in Colorado where we'll show you just how much snow they're thinking about. There's some winter storm warnings out there, but besides these two areas right here, there is literally nothing going on really in the entire United States. And down here, let's talk about there being a chance of a minor cool down. For the next few days, it is going to be a little bit cooler out there. But by the end of the week, most of the entire Midwest should see a very nice warm up. And we'll talk about that later in the show. But for now, let's go down to Marydale, Louisiana, where they're going to be seeing some severe weather on Wednesday. Tuesday for tomorrow, very warm, 84 degrees. As the week goes on, though, it cools down slightly into the mid-70s. But you got to keep in mind Wednesday, they are under a day 2 outlook right now for the possibility of some severe weather. So we'll take a look and see. Hopefully they don't see any tornadoes down there. But that's the only active severe weather going on in the United States at this moment, or for at least the next few days. But let's take a look down now. Aspen, Colorado, they're going to be seeing about 2 or 3 days straight of snow. They could be seeing a foot plus of snow in areas surrounding them, especially the mountains. But they're going to be seeing mid to low 30s to kick off the week. But as you notice, by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, things clear out to the upper 40s and 50 even by Friday. So that's all we really got for weather news tonight. Not too exciting, but we're going to send it back to the desk with Emily.
Well, thanks, Tyler. That was great. All right, now it's time for your trivia question. We're going to take a look at that. Trivia question? Oh, here it goes. All right, on this day in weather history, Thane Creek, Alaska, reported a snowfall of how many inches? Here's your choices: A, 190 inches, B, 163 inches, or C, 141.9 inches, or D, a whopping 201 inches. We'll have that in a little bit. Right now we're going to send it over to Kristy with national weather.
Thank you very much, Emily. We are going to take a look at our national weather for today. Overall, there's not actually too much going on around the country. So if we take a look at our jet stream, it's just kind of just sitting there. So not too much is occurring with that. We got cooler temperatures to the north, warmer temperatures to the south. That's pretty normal for this time of year. So if we take a look at our surface map, we have a nice high pressure system for tomorrow morning that's actually going to be sitting out in Wyoming and Colorado. And then we have this nice low pressure system that is going to come through and bring rain to a lot of the southern central part of the United States. Otherwise, there's not too much going on in the rest of the country. If we take a look at our National Next-Rad radar, we have a couple little storms that are going through the central part of the United States right now, but otherwise it's pretty calm out there. Taking a look at our 6 to 10 day temperatures, we have some nice warm temperatures down to our south. We have nice cool temperatures over here in the northeast, and that's actually the cool temperatures are about most of the country. So if we take a look at our 6 to 10 day precipitation, we have some wet over in the eastern part of the country and then sitting dry pretty much down in the south. So if you are on spring break this week, that's definitely where you want to go south. If we take a look at the current conditions in Ames, Iowa, though, it is 39 degrees, it's kind of cloudy, so wind's not too bad though. Take a look at current conditions around the state, mostly cloudy throughout most of the state. We have some nice sun that's actually we're seeing over in the Quad Cities, so that's kind of nice for them. It's what we saw earlier, it's kind of moved over there. Current temperatures around the state, 30 degrees much of the state. If you look at the southern part of the state, it's down in it's actually up in the 40s. It's kind of what we're going to see tomorrow, so that's actually kind of nice. If we take a look at the forecast for tonight, 28 degrees. So definitely a little chilly, but it could be worse. Increasing clouds, so it's going to start over tonight and then go in through tomorrow. And if we look at our tomorrow's forecast, it's 41 degrees, cloudy. We've kind of echoed this already before. So it's not going to be quite as nice as today. The temperature will be warmer, but overall, we're not really going to see the sun. If we take a look at our extended forecast, though, things are going to be improving. We're going to see those clouds tomorrow, maybe even a Wednesday, maybe some showers on Thursday and Friday, but back to Saturday, 53 and sunny. So that'll be very nice for the weekend. If we send it back to Emily at the desk.
Thanks, Kristy. You're right. It is really nice to see those temperatures warming up. Right now, we're going to send it to our second break, and then we'll have the trivia answer when we come back. Welcome back. Now we're going to take a look at the trivia answer. All right, now to repeat the question. Oh, well, you know what? There's 190 inches in Thane Creek, Alaska. And I got a little bit of information about that. See, that day, 190 inches, to give you an idea about how tall that is, it's about 15 feet tall, which when you think about it, take like 3 middle school children, they're all about 5 feet tall, stack them up, that's a lot of snow. And you think, like, is that all in one day? No, because we looked it up. The max snowfall ever recorded in 24 hours was 87 inches, so not quite all that much. This is in Silver Lake, Colorado in 1921. So, you know, just food for thought for you. Now we get to send it over to the wall with Josh for national weather. Josh?
Hello and welcome, and thanks for joining us today on this Wednesday here at Size Eyes on the Skies. I am meteorologist Josh Allen here with your national and Iowa weather. Let's first look at the current jet stream across the nation. You can see cooler air is being pushed down from places like Canada, and that's bringing us our colder temperatures like today. We saw temperatures about 10 degrees below average. Down south, it's a different story, much warmer down there. So if you're on spring break, it's going to be very nice down there in places like the Sunshine State. All right, here's the current surface map. You can see a high-pressure system is centered over the Rockies, and that's what brought them their sunny skies today. Down in the south, you can see the low-pressure system, and that's actually going to stay there for the next couple days and dump water in places like the Midwest and lower New Orleans. And this low-pressure system will move to the east and bring rain to places like Florida in the next couple days. Here's the current Next-Rad radar. You can see some showers going on over there in western Iowa and down south in Florida. Not much going on, though, in terms of precipitation. That's going to change in the next couple days. 6 to 10 day temperatures, much warmer down there in the south. So if you're going on spring break in the next 6 to 10 days, it's going to be nice down there. But up up in the northern area, it's going to be much colder. So hopefully you're on spring break so you can get out of that mess, right? All right, let's look at the 6-day, 10-day precipitation. Much drier down there in the desert area, but much more wet in the places like Seattle, and that's expected for this time of year. Currently in Ames, it's 39 degrees with an east wind at 8 miles per hour. It's basically cloudy across the state. Here in Ames, it's mostly cloudy. Waterloo, it's mostly cloudy, but in the Quad Cities, it's rather clear out there right now. Current temperatures are 30 degrees in northern Iowa and 40 degrees in southern Iowa expected for this time of year and definitely at nighttime. Tonight it's going to be 28 degrees with an east wind at 5 to 9 miles per hour. Clouds will increase as the night goes on, so expect cloudy conditions tomorrow. And then as we go into tomorrow, cloudy with a southeast wind at 6 to 8 miles per hour, 41 degrees. So below average for this time of year. The average is about 50 for this time of year. So if we're looking at the extended forecast, below average for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday, a warm-up. And a system comes in on Thursday and Friday for a chance of rain. Low temperatures are above freezing, so it's going to be very nice out there for the next couple days. Let's send it back to the wall, though. Actually, I'm going to go to the wall, and I'm going to join, my fellow co-meteorologists, and as we do this excellent thing that we always do. So, hello.
Well, welcome back.
How are you all doing today?
We're all coworkers. I kind of like this. This is very nice.
Yeah.
No, it looked very nice. That was a very nice forecast. Obviously, I mean, we've been below average now for quite a few days. Haven't been enjoying it. But it looks like by the end of the weekend, we finally get back to average, even a little above average, maybe. Fingers crossed.
I know today we were
Yeah,
definitely below average, but we're seeing that warm up. So
They were actually expecting warmer temperatures, maybe about 60 for the weekend, but they decreased that temperature amount. I think we're all going to be in a positive mood when we see those mid to upper 50s for the weekend, though. It won't be a negative that we don't get to the 60-degree mark. So.
Definitely. When you see those lows overnight, below freezing, nobody wants to see that when they're trying to go out on Friday night. So this could be above freezing.
It's
hopefully.
Friday.
Friday.
Got to get down on Friday, guys.
Right.
Well,
I was gonna say now there was even a few days ago there looked like there was gonna be a system pushing through for tomorrow, but it looks like that's obviously gonna be kicking in further south and not affect us. So that's good. It did look pretty intense earlier in the week, but no, not anymore. So that's good news.
none of those crazy snowstorms like we saw on Friday. It's like you went to class, that first 9 o'clock class, there was snow on the ground, you walk out and it was gone.
Yeah, there's actually a system that we're actually looking at for the end of the weekend. This system is actually north, but if it does move south, we can expect a beating in terms of snow and maybe a mixture of some sleet and some freezing rain. Wow. So make sure to keep aware on that. We're not tracking that yet, but stay tuned for our Wednesday show as we track that mass coming.
It sounded like there was going to be a very intense, that was going to be associated with a very intense cold front, because it was going to plunge temperatures potentially by 20 degrees, depending on when it comes through. So. Sunday looks like it's going to be a really nice day, but depending on the timing of that front pushing through, it could not be a nice Sunday to close out the weekend. So we'll see, but...
That's spring, right?
Well, and it's Iowa, too. I mean, we've had snow in April plenty of times, so, I mean...
Who knows? Could be another year just like that. Could happen.
Well, if you should in 2 weeks, I mean, we don't want it to be cold and snowy outside, especially for pancakes and concerts. You don't want that.
Absolutely.
Also, keep in mind that the average temperatures are increasing rapidly this time of year.
Absolutely.
Right now, we're about 51. By the end of the week, we'll probably be up to 53 for the average. So every week, it increases by 1 or 2 degrees. So once we get to Visha weekend, it's going to be maybe about 56. So it's going to be nice out there soon. Soon enough, right?
Well, that still feels really nice, though. I mean, like I said, even this afternoon, I wore a sweatshirt, and it was like 35, 40 degrees. It felt nice out. I was okay with it. But at least the sunshine was out, like you were saying earlier. At least the sunshine was there, so otherwise it'd feel even worse outside.
Yeah, you definitely got that thick Iowa skin. Like I'm from a little southern, and it still wasn't. I can't just go out in a sweatshirt like you can, but I mean.
Well, Josh, how about you? I mean, up north.
Yeah.
You kind of go up down the line.
You know what? I actually wore a winter jacket today. Being from Minnesota, I'm always prepared for that cold weather.
Exactly.
Don't mess around with the cold.
People in my classes were like, Josh, why are you wearing a winter jacket? You always need to be prepared for whatever weather comes our way, you know?
And we're still those people, though, like we're meteorologists, but we're the ones that always forget our umbrellas, too. That's me. I don't know. I was earlier in the week. I walked home in a brief shower. There was one in the afternoon, but that's me. Maybe that's not you guys. You Missouri folks, I don't know.
Well, anyway, that about does it for us on Size Eyes. I'm Emily with Josh and Tyler and Kristy. You guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.